What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. I am here once again with Panda, and we are doing the third saga of Epic, the Ocean Saga. Panda, I am so excited for this.
Oh God, me too. I was waiting since we finished doing the last one. I was like, okay, when are we gonna do the next one? When are we gonna do the next one?
Yeah, yeah, same here. I am so interested to see where they go with this because our boy's not got the protection of his little god anymore. Like
No, no.
Athena has been like, I'm kind of done with you at the moment. My man also decided to give his name, address, and social security number off to a bunch of Cyclopses he just pissed off. So not the smartest idea. I think that's going to come back and haunt him much later. I don't think that's going to play into anything here. But as I understand, with the name like the Ocean Saga, I can only imagine that we are back on the water, traveling, trying to get home again, right?
Yeah, and like I say, the Iliad and the Odyssey, they go over like the Odyssey. This is all based about goes over at least 10 years. So he's on the journey for at least 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah, like the Trojan War took 10 years. So he left.
Mhm.
Let's think about. He left Ithaca and his baby son. 10
Mhm.
years later, he's done with the Trojan War.
Yeah.
10 years later, he finally gets through whatever all this is, and I'm not going to tell you how if that turns out okay for him or
My
not.
God.
So this is, 20 years he's going to be away from home if he makes it home.
Yeah.
This is
And
when
like
things really go crazy.
I might be wrong about stuff here, but the life expectancy back here was way shorter, wasn't it? So like he's basically been gone for around like half his son's life, if not, close to it,
Yeah.
you would think. So
at this point, it's been 10, 12 years.
yeah,
Where we
yeah,
are
and
now.
if it's another 10 years on top of that, he's going to be coming home to a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Anyway, I'm so curious to see what is going to happen. The first song in this saga is called Storm. We're going to get into that now. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to check here. The animatic for this one, I do not know how to pronounce that name, but you can see it on the screen right here. How would you pronounce that, Panda? I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Let's see.
Ximena.
Well, it's either like
Natzel.
Ximena, like it's like a Z, like xenophile. Ximena, maybe.
Yep, we're going to go with Ximena Natzel. All right. So, Ximena Natzel has done this animatic. We're going to get into it. I'm super excited. Let's go. This is the first song of the Ocean Saga, Storm.
Yeah. Got some synth in there now.
Is it synth or trumpets?
Well, it sounds like a
I thought it was like
synthesized or a trumpet with an effect on it.
yeah, and I don't think we've had trumpets so far, really, have we?
No.
It doesn't. It's not something that's really clicking in my brain as we've heard that before. It's all been very kind of guitar-y and stuff like that. I'm
Stuff
wondering
you
what
could
the
do at
trumpets mean.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
These waves and tides have grown in strength and size. Is it nature or divine, or a blessing in disguise? Our homes inside, this storm's our final fight.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Hang on a second, because we are
much bigger than we have been.
we
this
are
time. Wow.
we are so big, and we have vocals. That note that Jose just did. Is it Jose?
Jorge.
I'm so bad with names, guys. Jorge, thank you. I
Jorge.
do it every time. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that note that he just popped out was gorgeous.
Absolutely.
He is such an incredible singer. But something's sparking my brain here because I know it's been said to, like, in the comments a bunch, that characters in this musical have instruments associated with them. Okay?
Yeah.
The thing that sparks in my brain immediately is we're in the Ocean Saga now.
Mhm.
Immediately he's saying about big waves and like the sea is acting up, and he's like, is it a blessing? Is it divine? Are trumpets going to be the Poseidon thing? Are trumpets going to be the thing that is like the herald of Poseidon?
Could be. And
I could see that being a thing.
And thinking of, like, it's much bigger than it was before. I wonder if I may be reading too much into it. But we talked about how before it's been a lot of guitar, piano, and some percussion that could either be done at home or pulled up from a sound list in a program. Now we've got choir, we've got trumpets, we've got, a lot of more. Maybe it's like at this point it's gotten popular enough he's able to do more.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that I think that when you're saying it's a lot more epic than that, I felt like the original saga, the Troy saga, was quite big, and then the second saga, because we did the old animatics.
True.
I feel like that one that would have been when I was working with a lower budget and like probably a smaller team and things like that. By this stage, I think you're right. The production's probably picked up a bit. There's the third saga. Yeah. It's probably popping off at this point, and they are going next level with this. It's awesome so far.
And they're able to do the more instruments for the specific characters, and they're able to do more with the storyline based on the music. Yeah,
well, the Epic fans have been absolutely amazing so far. So guys, if you know anything about the like behind the scenes stuff, what was going on here, did Jorge have some kind of step up in this production? Did more people come onto the team? Anything like that? Let us know in the comments, because we'd love to find out. But for now, let's get back into this.
Waves and tides have grown in strength and size. Is it nature or divine, or a blessing in disguise? Our homes inside, this storm's our final fight. There's no time to die. Comrades, sir, brace for a storm. The likes of which we've never seen before. Brace for a storm. With hope so close, we must keep pushing forward. Full speed ahead.
Sorry to pause again so soon.
Ooh, there goes
but what's up? Oh yeah, good catch. Very good catch. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that, but no. The thing that my brain is just playing mess with me today, so I hope I haven't forgotten what I was going to say. No, the thing I was going to pick up on in that section there, I love the way the note that he does on Storm, the way it kind of through that. You'd know more about that than I do, because you have like vocal training and stuff like that. You know a bit more about what that kind of thing is, but the way he steps that note all around just sounds so damn good.
It really does bring up the idea of waves, because he's going up and down in the arpeggio, up and down from the various ones, and it's never the same. Like, okay, he'll go up maybe one, and he'll go down maybe two, and then really up maybe one. I mean, so it's not the same wavelength every time.
Yeah.
So it really does put forth this idea of this choppy wave storms that they're riding on their ship, and that's a very clever idea.
Yeah, and I feel like, I might be wrong here, but I feel like we're getting some foresight, we're getting some kind of hints dropped about what's to come with the fact that this song is braced for a storm. Yeah. A storm is coming. Yeah, I feel like that's very foretelling of what's gonna happen here. And but it's just the way that
it's very reminiscent of like the Hans Zimmer, the big sweeping things. Like say, it reminded me of the big sweeping notes on the desert in Lion King. Those big, huge, and it is epic and frightening, because they're in the middle of a storm, and that's a big thing. But it's also very hopeful and upbeat, like he's trying to get his men to, okay, we can do this, we're okay. He's hyping them up, and that flows through in the epicness of the music. Epic.
The thing that I will say about the character the whole way through this is that he's doing a fantastic job of being a leader, because like every time things have gone bad, he's kept a reasonably cool head. Run his mouth off a few times about things he shouldn't have, but kept a reasonably cool head. And in this situation here, you're right. He can't afford for the men to just go to shambles or not be listening or not be paying attention. We need to, he commands their attention effortlessly.
Absolutely.
It's a really all right, let's keep going.
We must keep pushing forward. Full speed ahead. Towards the island, but avoid the crashing waves. Tread where the tide is flat, and then you will be safe. Captain, we will capsize with these waves. Our fleet will fail. Have them follow my ship, all ensure that we prevail. We're taking too much damage to survive. We'll beat the storm. At this rate, we won't make it out alive.
sorry, are we getting Mount Olympus here?
Yeah, it's a floating. Okay, but going back before we get to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Eurylochus, the other guy that calls him captain, is like, okay, dude, it's partly the animatics, but I get that he's saying, we're not gonna make it, we're not gonna make it, and Odysseus is telling him, we're gonna be fine, it's great, you follow me, do this. But it's like he fell back on the floor and had his hands over his eyes. It's like, dude, what are you, 3? You're gonna take a fit.
Look, that's fair, but the thing that stood out to me about that whole section was I feel like this is a show of hubris. Like, I feel like he's got to lead his men and everything, but he's pretty confident that he can beat the storm and just follow me, everything will be fine. Tell them all to follow my ship. Right. And like, on one hand, yeah, a leader needs that kind of confidence. On the other hand, it doesn't always end up that great when you match your ego against a god. It hasn't worked out that great in most Greek mythology. I think that might come back to bite him. And
I can see why he's doing it though, because it reminds me of a joke, and I won't tell the whole thing because it's a long joke. But basically, a captain of a pirate ship wears a red shirt so that if he gets shot or cut, the blood won't show, and it makes his men more brave, and makes our captain is standing tall, and he's invincible. We can follow him. We'll be fine. So I can see why he's doing it.
Yeah, it's like Deadpool. The captain wears the red so that his crewmates don't have to wear their brown pants.
Right, there you go. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yep.
The brown pants.
But yeah, he has to show that confidence, and it's not like they can just be like, "Oh, you're right, the storm's too bad. Let's just turn around and go back." Like, you're still in the middle of the ocean getting slammed by waves either way. You might as well keep pushing forward. But I just feel like he's got a lot of confidence here, and it might come back to bite him. We're gonna find out. But yeah, I'm curious about this floating island, and if what this is meant to be. We'll find out. Let's go.
Island in the sky.
Okay.
You really just grab the harpoons, as many as you can find.
Grab the harpoons.
What do you have in mind? We're gonna shoot for the sky.
What?
Everyone grab a harpoon and aim it high.
Vocal note there on high.
And
was
the harmonies
stunning
between him and Eurylochus were gorgeous.
Yeah, but again, my man sees a magical floating island in the sky and he's going to throw harpoons at it.
Again, touted, praised as this wise, clever person doing really stupid things every time.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite them, but don't go throwing harpoons at my island. Like,
well, you heard what I said about 10 years, right? Of course it's going to come back to bite him.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is that like he's going to keep making mistakes and learning from them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm so curious what this floating island in the sky is now. Now that I think about it, saying is it Mount Olympus was so dumb of me, because I just saw like Greekish looking pillars and was like, up in the air, Greekish pillars must be Mount Olympus. There's no mountain there, DJ. You might need a mountain for Mount Olympus. I'm a bit slow tonight, guys. Either way, curious what this floating island is actually going to be, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, y'all have to forgive us a little bit, because it's the middle of the night for him, and it is very early in the morning, which hence I have my coffee. So we may be a little bit slow. But
time zones are super fun.
But we do this for you. Mwah.
Exactly. So yeah, I want to hear that high note again, because that was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Everyone grab a harpoon and aim it high. We're shooting for the island in the sky. In the sky.
What?
Damn, that's where they end it.
What?
I love, I'm sorry, the ending of that animatic there. The picture that she's drawn. This MF.
Just notice that.
Everything. I need to pause it on that. I need to get that up. Oh, whoop, no. Clicking the wrong things here. Like, that is just too good. That is just fantastic.
That is the thumbnail. Oh my god.
Yeah. But damn, I love that he does this with his sagas that there's like not always, but like this is the second time now we've had a song where it's like what progressed in the story. We were on the boat. First one, we're on the boat and we need to find food. This one, we're on the boat and we're fighting against a storm. Right. That is the full progression of this song. And it's like, it's one of those, it's a cool thing from a storytelling point, in my opinion, that like, it's something that if you were going to cut songs out of a musical to try and trim it down, yeah, you could cut some of the water travel sections. But at the end of the day, in the Odyssey, he's spending his whole time at sea. We have to be reminding people of that and how much important things happen while you're out in the water. You can't just cut that out. So I like that he takes the time to just go, look, it's not about the different islands that he visited. It's about everything that happened on the journey.
Right.
It's a really good job of telling the story.
And that last bit was a total soundscape. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, I put my headphones a little closer to my face because I was like, it was completely overwhelming. Both sides all on my head. And I was like, this is something. That song is something I would listen to go to sleep, honestly. ADHD.
Yeah.
And because it is such a complete, it was complete, that's the word I want to use is every part of your brain was engaged with
definitely
all of that.
And
beautiful.
And it does a fantastic job of what they've done all along through this musical of really giving that immersion. Like giving you that feeling like you are watching a full movie, even though you're just watching little animatics while people sing. Like it feels so much more grand and so much larger than like such a small thing at the moment. You can only imagine what this would be if it had a full movie musical, stage musical, anything like that, how mind-blowing it would be.
One of these days, this needs to be on screen or on stage. I don't care how much it costs. I want a ticket.
I've made my decision in terms of what I would want from this because it's so long. I can't ever, unless they split it into 2 or 3 musicals, I don't think they could ever put it on stage without heavily cutting parts out. And I would never want that because everything we've seen so far is so good. Right. I know how much this is still for us to go through and it just wouldn't work on stage because you need 3 or 4 days to watch it.
No.
This would work as a long ongoing TV show musical.
Yeah, a series. I feel that way about a lot of movies, but that's a whole nother rant we won't get into here. But you're right, because if they could split it up into a couple of seasons, like maybe a saga per season or something like that, then you'd be able to fit everything in there and stay true to it.
Yep, it's exactly why the Interview of the Vampire TV show is going so good, because they have the space to put all the little details in. And it's the same reason I'm excited for the Harry Potter TV show, because they have the space to put all that in. I would want that for this. I would want them to have all the time and all the space to play with, because this is just freaking epic. That's what it is. It's epic. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this reaction. As always, please check out the original video linked in the description below. Give it a like, give it a comment. Check out the like and comment on the animatic. Check out Jorge's page. He is incredible, and I want to see so much more of his stuff. I can't wait. Also, leave a like and a comment on this video and subscribe to this channel. It helps out so much. And check out Panda's channel. The next reaction to Epic will be being posted first on Panda's page. So check out Panda, subscribe to her so that you don't miss the next part of the Ocean Saga. And yeah, also check me out over on Patreon. I run weekly polls for the reactions that I do on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction on the channel. Panda, you also have a Patreon where you do a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies and pre-releases and things like that. So yeah, check out Panda's Patreon, and we will see you all in the next reaction video. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.